Hello and welcome back to the channel, or welcome if you're new. My name is Nanette and I'm here for another Budget With Me session using the tool YNAB, which is what you see here on the screen. This is the mobile app, and I have been a YNAB user for 10 years and primarily use the web version for at least for my monthly budgeting. But I wanted to challenge myself and see what it would be like to do my last November paycheck using the mobile app instead of the web app. So here we are. And without further ado, I will go ahead and jump into covering the overspending for November, which I'll just show you real quick. If I go here, it looks like I have to do each of these one at a time. And it's all going to come out of ready to assign because all of these categories that are overspent are my payroll deduction categories. So there we've covered the withholding, at least I think we have. Yeah, we have. So instead, I'm going to click on the ready to assign, auto assign by underfunded. And the only thing that is underfunded in the month of November, we'll scroll on down to the bottom. And we're going to see that it's just stuff from that's in payroll, that payroll category group, as well as my retirement stuff category group. And here it's just the stock purchase plan and the HSA contribution. So I'll save those assignments. And then what we are left with is my base pay plus a $1,000 gift that I received in the month of November that I did not budget out. So let's take this money, and I'm going to first go into December, and I know there's an overspent category. We're going to ignore that for a moment. Come down into investments. I'm going to take the $1,000 gift and tuck it in here, 1,000. And then we're going to take the remaining amount. This is actually in December. I already have some cash back, as well as around $266.66. No, $226.66 of interest from the high yield savings account, and then a few pennies from the other checking and savings accounts that I have. So in December, the only underfunded item that I have, I believe, is, well, I'll go to their stuff in just a second, the HSA contribution, and we're going to skip that. So for their stuff, it's this number 2 funds, my son's canteen account. He has been spending at a higher clip than he normally does. So he is now into gift money rather than his regular canteen account. So I'm going to cover this one with, let me see if I do it this way. So I'll cover this one with gifts and just keep track of that. Because I wasn't able to send him anything for either Thanksgiving or with Christmas coming up. We have some constraints. What is happening? All I wanted to do, I just want to bring it to 0. Okay, so we're at 0. And now gifts is going to show that it is underfunded, and that one I would have snoozed, but I'm already, is it going to let me? Yeah, it did let me. Oh, because I'm in December. Okay. Perfectly fine and wonderful. We took care of that. Now, for retirement stuff, we're skipping that because it will come out of I have 2 December paychecks that will cover the shortfall in the HSA contribution. There may still be a shortfall at the very end of the year. I want to see if the December 31st paycheck trues it up or if it does not. We'll go into January. The only things out here that are underfunded are payroll related or the traditional IRA, which I will be using January money or possibly the December 31st paycheck to put money towards the traditional IRA, since I can't invest that until January 1st, unless you guys correct me if I am mistaken about that. So we'll take the $5,366.44 and let's see how far into February we can cover. So I have over 9,000 of underfunded targets in here. So it's going to do partial funding. I don't have any overspent categories, but I do have, so it'll use number 2 here, where it says it's going to cover targets or scheduled transactions based on the earliest due date in each category. So if I apply the partial funding, we'll see that it does it fulfills all of the targets for the My Stuff group, all of the targets for the monthly stuff group, which is car insurance, utilities, home insurance, mow and blow lawn work, and all of that came to $765.38. The annual stuff is just my regular subscriptions. Most of them are annual. Apple TV, Hulu, music streaming, Netflix. That's not true. They're not all annual. But anyhow, they are getting funded. Netflix, YNAB, and YouTube. In fun stuff, it's putting the $80 away for the studio fee, $100 for garden supplies, $350 for Feed Me. Now, here is where I know that I had money that rolled over from November, and I don't, for Feed Me, I don't want the dining out expenses or category. I don't ever want to spend more than $350 in a month, so I really want to release the November funds, and I don't think I did that. So when I finish this, I'll have to go back into November and release them and repurpose them elsewhere. But I kind of like that when you're doing this in the mobile app, you're only seeing what is being assigned based on the target, and you're not seeing the actual balance in the account until after you save the assignments. I'll show you that in just a minute. So Fun and Adventures, their stuff, we've got money going towards charitable contributions so that I can do matching donations. Gifts, Christmas, Papa Payback, the number 2 funds starts over in January. And then inevitable stuff, we've got car maintenance and repairs, clothing, health insurance deductibles, propane, property taxes, solid waste and stormwater. And then nothing went into the tax holding. I'm not good with that, so I am going to cover that. It's going to show that I'm assigning more than I have. We will take care of it a little bit lower down in these categories. Business stuff, I'm happy with it covering the local business tax, the MS Office, iCloud storage, internet, cell phone, insurance, unplanned expenses, all of those match up with the targets. In the retirement stuff, it has money going towards the traditional IRA. If I'm going to invest, I'm going to put it in the brokerage account this month, so I am zeroing that out, which covers that over allocation that was previously there. I'm going to do the same thing with the tankless water heater. I don't want to put any money towards that right now. So I'm going to save these assignments, and we're left with $844.03. I don't want to put any more of it into February. I'm going to remember that I wanted to come back into November itself, I think. And let's take a look at, I think I'll do all, and then there's just a couple categories that I want to look at. So Feed Me had $102 in it. I want to move that 102. Let's see, move money. I want the whole $102 to go to Ready to Assign. So that's done. And what other categories might have money in them that I don't want there? Not retirement stuff, not payroll stuff. Here it is, the cat. I want to take this 4863. Oops, sorry. Oops. I'm just going to click on it a million times and move that to Ready to Assign. Struggling to let me click on it. That took care of that. Don't think there's anything else that falls into those categories. Maybe something under My Stuff. No, I'm happy for the groceries and the gas, and even the sundries. That might be sundries and supplements. Let's go look at December and see if those are wildly overfunded. They probably are. Let's see if it even picks up on it in overfunding. So, yeah, groceries has a little bit of extra. Gas has a little bit extra. Sundries has more than I want in it. Let me see, is it gonna let me? It doesn't give me a button there for releasing the overfunded amount. Let me do that again. What was I in sundries? Auto assign, reduce overfunding. Yep, so it did it there. I'm gonna do the same thing with gas. Reduce that overfunding. Supplements. Reduce that overfunding. Oh, you know what? Is there? There's reduce overfunding 1020.80. Let's click and see what it takes out of here. So it is taking a little bit out of groceries. It's taking some money out of home insurance. And property taxes. I don't want it to take anything out of... I don't feel confident about the property taxes item. The others I think are probably fine. Let me do done. Let me save the assignments, and then let's go to underfunded first. So it's just the retirement account. That's how we wanted that. And then if I go to the all view, I am good with everything in my stuff. What was the other one? It was the property taxes. So that's going to be in the inevitable stuff. So it took some money out of property taxes. And let's just look at the target here. So from November, it had some money. Oh yeah, it had assigned way more than it needed. So available is 263. It's 14% of the way through getting the money in there by November 15th. That seems reasonable to me. Now I'm going to go to, if I go into January of 2026, I shouldn't see anything overfunded, but let's just see what happens. Yeah, property taxes is overfunded. And charitable donations. I think I'm fine leaving those as they are. So back into December, and we have $2,000, $2,084.37 that we can allocate. And I think I want to put it into the investments. So I want to put 2,000 of it into investments and get that invested this month. And then I'll take the $84.37, and I think I will put that in the share. Oh, I know where I'll put it. I will put it in the stability question. That's where I want it. In the home maintenance. That's where I have been dumping. I've been both robbing from this category when I need to, and then also dumping any extra money into that one because I know that in 2026 there's going to be a lot of home maintenance that I want to do. So I want to keep that topped up as fat as I can. So why do I still have 7? So there's 7 new transactions for me to go in and approve. I'm good with probably all of these. Mayday ice cream. Don't judge me too harshly. I have to tell you it was delicious. So I'll approve all of those items. That should get rid of all of my notifications. As you can see, my battery is almost dead, so I probably should get this thing wrapped up. There's one final thing that I want to bring to your attention. I have over, is it over 10,000? Well, it's just shy of $10,000 that is budgeted between January and February. And being that, if I go to plan, I already have, where do I want to be? Into the retirement stuff. So let me just click into all and close things down to make it a little bit easier to see. I already have 6 months of savings in my sabbatical fund that I'll start using when my job ends after February 13th, and then I'm going to be getting the severance pay. I am thinking that it probably makes more sense for me to take that money out of January and February. Well, it's easier to see if I go to the home screen and then to the future months. I think I want to take that money and unallocate it, invest it right now, and then use my first, either my first or my second December paycheck to fund January, and then conversely, my first or second January paycheck to fund February. And that would keep me 1 month ahead, but being 2 months ahead or 3 months ahead right now, if you think about it, that just doesn't seem to be a good use of those $10,000. I feel like that money should be invested and should be working a little bit harder for me, because between the sabbatical fund that I have and the fact that let's go into here, my sinking funds, the inevitable stuff, that is sitting at $21,500. So I would love your comments. I'd love to hear what you would do if you were in this circumstance where you know your job is ending. Even with my job ending, between the sabbatical fund and the sinking funds, sabbatical savings, the sinking funds, and the severance pay that's coming out, I just think it makes more sense to invest that money. Would love your opinion on it. I would also like to hear what you think about budgeting through the mobile app. Is that something that you do already? Or do you use the web app? And if you use the web app primarily, does this video make you more or less likely to try the mobile app the next time you budget out your monthly, or budget out any of your money? Let me know what you think. Thanks so much for watching. If you like this content, please like and subscribe so that you'll see the next video that I have out. I appreciate you watching, and I hope you enjoy the rest of your day. Thank you.